This year, we embarked on a journey of organisational change. We redesigned our corporate structure to recognise our organisation as an organic living system that has a primary focus on the well-being of our staff and the people we serve. We embedded a well-being framework into our human resource and service delivery practices. We did this to prioritise employee health and self-care and to address the well-being needs of our clients. ICAN has 3 interdependent operational business units: Learn, Connect and Thrive. Our registered training organisation is in its 4th year of operation. ICAN Learn has exciting industry partnerships that continue to facilitate significant growth to the financial counselling and capability sector. ICAN is a partner of the Commonwealth Bank's Next Chapter project, so that we can better support the financial well-being of victim survivors of family violence. We are creating a diverse workforce through the Indigenous and multicultural mentorship programs. We are committed to tailoring the delivery of our accredited training to meet the needs of our sector.
At the time when my relationship with ICAN first started, I had no staff and I was looking to recruit a whole heap of financial counsellors. So I needed a really flexible training strategy that was going to work for the group. So I needed something that I could work within the framework that I had, and ICAN was able to offer that with the model that we implemented.
We also strive to deliver the highest standard of training by employing experienced financial counsellors as teachers.
From the start, ICAN's had the reputation of being closely embedded with the sector, in that people that work there have worked in the sector, understand the role, understand the business, have done the job themselves.
My experiences and the case studies I bring to the sessions on my experience as a financial counsellor really help them understand the role. And what I can see from my students so far is that they've really got strong skills and ability to really do well in the job. You can see it through their learnings.
ICAN Learn recognises that the workplace plays an integral role in the development of financial counsellors and supports agencies and students to integrate education with real work experience.
Doing the diploma alongside of actually working in the role, and in a role that I was acknowledged as still learning, so the ICAN staff and other financial counsellors were always super helpful and supportive of me growing in the position, so I had lots and lots of support in the workplace. To then couple that with the ICAN Learn crew, with the lecturers and tutors who were all current FCs at the time, so they all brought their own day-to-day work experiences into that role. We're all very supportive of everybody building up so that ICAN is the best it can be for the people walking in the door.
Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities continue to face geographical, cultural and structural barriers. Our financial counselling and consumer advocacy services seek to overcome these. We do this by connecting Indigenous communities in North Queensland and the Torres Strait to support systems that allow people to manage their financial lives.
And by coming to ICAN, it was relevant. We found it was very useful and got good support, and also got good guidance, and you guys guided us where to go and set us and sent us to the right people. You know, it was a very good service we found.
Connections with the national consumer advocacy movement ensures that systemic issues facing communities are highlighted and addressed through campaigns and law reform.
You wouldn't take the hose from a fireman or the heart monitor from a paramedic. Please don't take away responsible lending laws. They're our number one tool in protecting everyday Australians from a debt disaster.
Our biggest achievement this year has been revising how we deliver our financial counselling services. Under our ICAN Thrive program, we've been implementing a wellbeing framework within our service delivery. We recognise that we all need money to put a roof over our head, maintain our connections to those we love, gain skills, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. We aim to not only relieve financial pressure, but to support positive change across all aspects of people's lives.
We've been providing financial counselling and Yana Money up at Lotus Glen on an outreach basis once a fortnight. Our aim is, I guess, to be able to provide financial support for the fellas to be able to continue to manage their financial lives whilst they're on the inside. As you can imagine, without support, it's near impossible to be able to pick up the phone, jump on internet banking, phone banking, to be able to have those conversations with creditors or the banks. Under the ICAN Thrive program, our work isn't limited to just supporting the fellas whilst they're on the inside. We actually have the capacity to be able to provide that support as they transition back into the community, to go from a place where they're barely keeping their head above water to where they're living their best life.
So with Yana Money, what we are doing is looking at and helping people to understand their money story and their life in the context of colonisation and the construct of a Western view of how life should be and what is acceptable, and so helping people to dismantle those.
Part of the work also requires us to undertake advocacy with industry and government. An example of this is where we fed into the review of the Australian Bankers Association and the Code of Practice. Ideally, what we're asking is that incarcerated people be recognised as vulnerable customers.
The empowerment and wellbeing of individuals and communities can only be achieved when people have the knowledge and tools to pursue their dreams. We want to see our community thrive. In 2022, ICAN is ramping up its focus on financial capability with the continued development of Yarning Money and our new Thrive program. ICAN Thrive will support Indigenous economic development and employment initiatives and help move people from a state of not just surviving, but thriving. The program seeks to work with people long term because we understand that these changes take time. ICAN Learn will continue to play a crucial role in the professionalisation of the financial counselling and capability sector, and we will be expanding our scope of accredited training for the development of the financial capability workforce. This expansion will provide a raft of new workforce training and career opportunities for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. We would like to thank our partners and funders for sharing our ongoing commitment to empowering Indigenous consumers.